Hello there, everyone. This is Mr. D coming to you with another chapter of the Holy Chronicles of Genesis. This is, I believe, chapter 27, which follows the birth of Jacob and Esau, the marriage of Rebekah and Isaiah, and unfortunately, the death of Abraham. Well, in this one, seems like chaos seems to happen. Seems that the two brothers don't exactly get along either. So we're going to start up with our reading. If you haven't marked the subscribe button, please do so you can get every time I do another one, you'll know that I have another one out there. All right. So this is chapter 27. And it goes as this. Oh, it looks like sometimes I have trouble seeing. I just went to an eye doctor today. They're saying my eyes are not doing so good. So let's hope I can get through all of these chapters in the Bible before my eyes decide to stop. So here we go. When Isaac was old and his eyes, oh, I know that one, were so weak that he could no longer see, he called for Esau, his older son, and said to him, "My son, here I am," he answered. Isaac said, "I am now an old man and don't know the day of my death. Now then, get your equipment, your quiver and your bow, and go out in the open country to hunt some of the game for me. Prepare me the kind of tasty food I like and bring it to me to eat, so I may give you my blessing before I die." Isn't that nice of him? That way, I believe Esau, being the oldest, is looking forward for that blessing, So I'm sure that he wants to hurry out there and help his father. So now Rebekah was listening as Isaac spoke to his son Esau. When Esau left for the open country to hunt game and bring it back, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Look, I overheard your father say to your brother Esau, 'Bring me some game and prepare me some tasty food so I can eat, so that I may give you my blessing in the presence of the Lord before I die. Now, my son, listen carefully and do what I tell you.'" That's Rebecca talking. Go out to the go out to the flock and bring me two choice young goats so I can prepare some tasty food for your father, just the way he likes it. Number 10, then take it to your father to eat so that he may give you the blessing before he dies. Kind of sneaky. I don't know. I was surprised. His mother said to him, "My son, let the curse fall on me. Just do what I say. Go and get them." Oh, I missed verse 11. Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, "But my brother Esau is a hairy man, while I have a smooth skin. What if any of my father touches me? I would appear to be tricking him and would bring down a curse on myself other than a blessing." His mother answered back, "My son, let the curse fall on me. Just do what I say. Go and get them for me." So he went and he got them and thought and brought them to his mom, his mother. and she prepared some tasty foods just the way his father liked it. Then Rebekah took the best clothes of Esau, her older son, which she had in the house, and put them on her younger son Jacob. She also covered his hands and smooth part of his neck with the goat skin. Then she handed to her son Jacob the tasty food and the bread she had made. He went to his father and said, "My father." "Yes, my son," he answered. "Who is it?" Jacob said to his brother, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Please set up and eat some of my game, so that you may give me your blessing." Isaac asked his son, "How did you find it so quickly, my son?" The Lord your God, the Lord your God gave me success," he replied. Then Isaac said to Jacob, "Come near so I can touch you, my son, to know whether you really are my son Esau or not." Well, Jacob went close to his father Isaac, who touched him and said, the voice sure sounds like Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. He did not recognize him, for the hands were hairy, like those of his brother Esau. So he proceeded to bless him. "Are you really my son Esau?" he asked. "I am," he replied. Then he said, "My son, bring me some of your game to eat, so that I may give you my blessing." Jacob brought it to him and ate, and he brought some wine and he drank. Then Father Isaac said to him, "Come here, my son, and kiss me." I guess he probably going to pull this off. So he went to him and kissed him. When Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he blessed him and said, the smell of my son is like the smell of the field. That is the Lord has blessed. My God give you, my God give you heaven's dew and earth's richness, and abundance of grain and new wine. May the nations serve you and people bow down to you. That's a kind of a nice request to be on your son. Continuing, be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mothers bow down to you. May those who curse you be cursed, and those who bless you be blessed. After Isaac finished blessing him, Jacob had scarcely left his father's presence. His brother Esau came in from hunting. He too, preparing some tasty food, and brought it to his father. Then he said to him, "My father, please sit up and eat some of my game, so that I may give you my blessing. So you can give me your blessing." His father Isaac asked him, "Who are you?" "I am your son," he answered, "your firstborn, Esau." Isaac trembled violently and said, "Who was it then that hunted game and brought them to me? I ate it just before you came and blessed him, and indeed he will be blessed." When Esau heard his father's words, he burst out with a loud and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me too, my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessings." Esau said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? This is the second time he has taken advantage of me." He has locked, he has took my birthright, and now he taken my blessings. Then he asked, haven't you reserved any blessings for me, Dad? That's a sad thing, to have your brother steal your rights. Isaac answered Esau, I have made him lord over you, and have made all his relatives his servants, and I have sustained him from the grain of new wine. So what can I possibly do for you, my son? Esau said to his father, do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father. Then Esau wept aloud. His father Isaac answered him, your dwelling will be away from the earth's richness, away from the dew of heaven above. You will live by the sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you grow restless, you will throw his yoke off your neck. That's interesting comment. Sounds like the older was going to serve the younger. But Jacob was blessed by Isaac. Esau wasn't. In closing out this chapter on verse 41, Esau held the grudge against Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. He said to himself, the day of mourning for my father are near. Then I will kill my brother Jacob. When Rebekah was told what her older son Esau had said, she sent for his younger son Jacob and said to him, your brother Esau is planning on avenging himself by killing you. Now then, my son, do what I say. Do what I say. Flee at once to my brother Laban in Haran. Stay with him for a while until your brother's fury subsides. When your brother is no longer angry with you and forgets what you did to him, I'll send word for you to come back from there. Why should I lose both of you in one day? Then Rebekah said to Isaac, I'm disgusted with lying, with living. I'm disgusted with living because of these Hittite women. If Jacob takes a wife from among the women of this land, from the Hittite women like those, my life will no longer be worth living. So it sounds like they're still trying to make sure they don't intermarry with the Hittites, keep their lineage pure to what God's promised people. Yeah. Next we have is chapter 28. That looks like a pretty interesting one. So are you going to come to chapter 28? You're going to come and hear me talk about the Bible? Give me support? I hope so. I think God does too. Because God wants you to know him and to love him and be with him. So I look forward to see you in the next chapter, which will be chapter 28. This is Mr. D. Don't forget to mark my subscribe button. God bless you. You take care.